Coaches, how are you doing today? My name is Coach Anthony Randolph, and I have an exciting video for today. We're talking about speed of play. We're going to break down the difference between the difference of speed of play from the youth level, the pro level, the top high level club level, and national team level. So maybe you're like you've been like me. You've said speed of play, tempo, play faster. But can you actually communicate that exactly what that means and show it to your players? We're going to walk it through today so we all have a clear, common thought process on what speed of play looks like and how to communicate it to our players. So let's go ahead and get into it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's go. So this is my 2010 team. This is our first game of the season. You can see, and we're doing a 4v4 plus 3 inside this area right here. The neutrals or jokers are in the black shirts, and the blues and versus the yellows. Let's go. As you can tell, it's really slow. Speed of play is slow. A lot of mistakes. Not a lot of understanding of positioning off the ball. And it's what you get in youth soccer. I don't care how high you go. The level is pretty consistent. Some players are mentally locked in. Some players are not. It's just what it is. Maybe you've experienced this with your group, and you're trying to improve your speed of play, but you're asking, how do I do that? Now, let's compare it to Liverpool. This is not sped up. This is regular speed. Regular speed, because I'm about to show you another clip where you're going to see it in an actual game for them. Okay, so here it is. The application to a game. Bop, 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 bop. And it looks slow, and it looks slow because it's actually really fast. Okay, so have you noticed when you watch a professional game, you're like, man, it looks slow. But then when you go to the game or you've been at a game, it's really, really fast. So speed of play, let's put it down to this. It is more or less the speed of thought. How fast can you process the information, read the patterns, and understand the stimulus to be able to come up with a solution? If we had to break it down into like a quantifiable theory or solution, it is that. How fast can you process it? How fast can you make a decision? How fast can you articulate the space, the people around you, the pressure? And the higher and higher you get, the less and less time you have for processing of that. So that's why you can see a player who's really, really good speed of play at a youth level, but when they go to college or professional level, they struggle because they can't process the information fast enough. So when we're talking about speed of play, if you're about to watch go on to a national team level, I want you to see that it's not just about how quickly you move the ball. I wanted you to see that it is about how quickly you make the decision before the ball comes to you, and then your next decision. That is speed of play. So what we're trying to teach our players in our training sessions is not just to make the right pass. That's basic. What we're trying to teach our players is how to articulate and how to comprehend what happens next. High level players, maybe you've heard this phrase before, are usually 2 or 3 passes ahead, especially like the high level number 10s, the high level famous like Zidane. They would be a pass or 2 or 3 ahead. So it didn't matter if you pressed them, their decision was already made, and there were 2 decisions ahead of you. So you're saying, how do I apply this to my team? I'm going to give you another example. This is some that we're about to watch right now, some college and high school, college players right now from the area I'm from. And you're going to see a considerable difference. This is me in a black jacket. Okay, let's watch. Okay, same exercise, 4v4 plus 3. I think the numbers might be a little bit different. It was a while ago. But just a little bit better of an understanding of what is actually needed from the players. They're able to quickly replicate and ask the question, what's needed? How do I apply what I have? What's the space offering me? What's the game offering me? Short or long, dribble, pass, they're reading that. So now I'm going to compare it to a national team perspective. Here we go. This is U.S. national team probably about 2 years ago. Okay, look at the decision making, the intensity, the energy level. This is the stuff that when we go to our training sessions, we have to ask ourselves, how do we add this more? I'm going to give you this. I love this perspective right here. We're going to see it from a more of a tactical view. So it's a 10v3, 10v3. So the 10 are in blue. The 3 are rotating in, so they're not getting ultra tired. And their goal is once they win the ball, they're pressing as a unit to score on the three white goals up here. Now, what the team in possession is set up kind of how they'll build in a game. They have a back line, fullback, fullback, and then a striker up here and 3 midfielders. So it's a positional game that allows them to replicate a team that presses you. Okay, so they're being pressed, and this is a great exercise to do in your game. Is this allows you to see who on your team can actually make a high level decision in a moment of pressure. Let's watch. Boom, ball's played in, back line, center back, 8, winger, back to a winger. Okay, now let's watch this. High level. This is where you when you go to your training sessions, you can actually see a player who is a high level, who brings the game at a high level. Okay, and they may not be your fastest kid, they may not be your strongest kid, but they may be your smartest kid. Let's watch Virgil van Dijk. Let's watch how he communicates and how he positions himself. Okay, as you can hear, the speed of play isn't just in what you do. The speed of play is also in what you say. So if you see a player who's constantly frustrated, feeling like, "Ah, man, well, this should happen," it's probably because they're reading the game faster than some of their teammates are, and they get a little upset because they're like, "The ball should have been here, and then we could have done this, and we could have gone here." So when you're working your training sessions, asking, look for your high level players that read the game, and then give them challenges that goes beyond maybe what you challenge your other group with. So yeah, I have a couple players in my group that in the midfield that are high level thinkers. But what they do sometimes is the game becomes a little bit easy for them. So you have to challenge them. Hey, I want you to only receive on your left foot. Why? Why do I need to do that, coach? Because in the game, if you can do it with your left foot and right foot under pressure, the game should become even easier for you. And then you put them in situations where they have to fail. Why do you want them to fail? Because then they have to constantly be reminded that there's more room to grow. There's more room to grow. Maybe you have a striker who can run in behind, but his hold up play is suspect. He reads when to run in behind really well, but he doesn't hold the ball well. Okay, you can't always run in behind. What if they're playing in a low block? So when you see Virgil van Dijk here, he's not only playing the game at a high level, in a high level European game, he's communicating, organizing people around him. So he's reading the game and reading the game for other people. That's next level. That's speed of play, a mental computer in his head. Let's go. He's saying, skip it, skip it. Hey, look, they're pressing us, so we play in behind into our striker or to our winger, win the first and second ball, and build in their half. Why do we need to just, that's mental, he's reading the game at a high level, speed of play. Hold the line, hold the line. Reading and organizing the play. I love this kind of stuff. So tell me what you think. Comment down below. I know we didn't cover everything as far as speed of play, but I just want to give you a quick overview about speed of play, what it looks like, and how to communicate to your kids. So if you're talking during a halftime or even before trading, you're talking about, I want to improve our speed of play. Make sure what you say is actually a representation of what you want and what speed of play is, not just passing the ball quicker. It's the decision making off the ball, on the ball, and a pass the next pass after you make the pass. What do you do? And the more your players begin to do that, the more you will see them be able to dominate games. Not only because they're good technically, but then they're able to read the pattern. The ball went to the center back, and I'm the six. I need to get my angle right so I can receive on the half turn and play forward, or bounce to the other fullback, or bounce to the other center back. The more you're able to read those patterns, the more you're able to understand it. Your speed of play will improve, and you as a coach will be able to help your players find solutions in the game. Hey, if you enjoyed this talk today and you feel like you want more, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I can't wait to talk to you guys next time. All right, have a good day.